Hi ladies, and welcome back to Fertility Mom. Today we're talking about the earliest signs of pregnancy and implantation signs and symptoms. Are you wondering if you're pregnant? Well, stay tuned to this video because I'm going to share with you 9 of the most common implantation symptoms, and the last one you may not have heard before. And if you want to empower your journey to mommy and learn natural, science-based tips and tricks to help you get pregnant sooner and faster, then subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you're notified when I upload new content every week. Let's get to the symptoms. Sign number 1 can be implantation bleeding. Now, this doesn't happen to every woman. It only happens in about 1 in 3 women. And it can happen anywhere between day 6 after ovulation and day 12. So if you find yourself having a little bit of brown, pink, tinged blood wiped on a tissue after you go to the bathroom between those days, you might be experiencing one of the first signs of implantation bleeding. Now, it should not be heavy. It should be no more than just to fill a panty liner, maybe for a day, maybe 2 days, maybe even just an hour. But implantation bleeding should not be heavy or with any clots. Another sign is implantation cramping. Some women experience this as well, and I think it's only about 30% of women that experience implantation cramping. And it can feel like very dull period cramps, and it can be one-sided or it can be very diffuse all over, lower abdominal, and even in the lower back it can hurt. It shouldn't be super uncomfortable. It's noticeable but not terribly painful, and it can last anywhere from a day or 2 or 3, or it can even last all the way through the first trimester. I had cramping the entire first trimester for all of my pregnancies. So if you have some cramping and you're on day like 8 and that's not normal for you, your little embryo might be burrowing inside that uterine lining. Another sign that you might have implanted is that you're getting acne all over your face. Could be all over your face and even on your back. And if that's not normal for you, you might be having one of your earliest signs of pregnancy. Now, in the beginning of your period, when estrogen is dominant, your skin actually has this really wonderful glow on it. And it's actually like an evolutionary thing. So it can attract men to you so they can get you pregnant, which is a little weird, because then after you ovulate, your skin gets really terrible because that's what progesterone does. And if you get pregnant, it gets even worse because there's more progesterone. So yeah, Mother Nature can be a little weird sometimes. Symptom number 4 can be nausea and or food aversions. Now, the hormone progesterone, which is the dominant hormone in your luteal phase, can actually cause you to feel nauseous anyways. It can make you feel queasy without you being pregnant, which can be a little tricky sometimes. So women, when they're trying to conceive, they're paying attention to everything under the sun. Everything. Everything they never felt before, even though they might have felt queasy for 37 cycles before now, and now they feel queasy, it's because they're paying more attention. But if you're feeling nauseous and queasy and you're having food aversions, that might be one of the earliest signs that you're pregnant. Symptom number 5. This one's a little interesting. Some women who have early pregnancy, one of their earliest signs is that they're all of a sudden having very vivid dreams. They're waking up and they're like, whoa, I was really there, and they remember everything. And it has to do with something about the hormone fluctuations. The fast rise of the hormones can cause women to have really vivid dreams. I was one of the women that had really, really vivid dreams when I was first pregnant, and it was one of the things that first tipped me off that something might be going on. Do me a favor, click down below and leave a comment if you were one of the women that had one of these vivid dreams as a sign or symptom that you were first pregnant. Symptom number 6 can be frequent urination. When you're first pregnant, there's a lot of blood that rushes to the uterus. And since your uterus is right next to your bladder, you're going to feel like you have to pee a lot more often. And you're not going to even pee that much when you do go. And you're going to be like, what is going on here? Do I have an infection? No, it's just the baby already making you have to pee. Symptom number 7 is extreme fatigue and almost irrational irritability. So some women, when they're first pregnant, they're so tired. No amount of sleep can help get rid of any of this tiredness. They can sleep 12 or 13 hours and still feel like they are just dragging. And they're really irritable. Things that wouldn't normally irritate them make them fly off the handle. I was one of those women. I all of a sudden was like, God, my husband is just, why am I getting so angry about a dish in the sink? And then I'd be like, uh-oh, maybe there's something going on. Another really early sign can be that your breasts are changing. They're getting bigger, or your areolas are getting wider or darker. Maybe even just one of them is doing it. Some women experience just one side getting larger while the other one stays small, and that's pretty noticeable. And really sore breasts as well. They can be super tender and very sore to the touch. And implantation symptom number 9 can be feeling like you're sucking on a handful of pennies. It's like metallic tasting. It's called metal mouth. And I got this with every pregnancy. It literally felt like I had taken a handful of change and just shoved it into my mouth and was sucking on it all day long. It's pretty gross, so get a piece of candy or a piece of gum because it won't go away anytime soon. Bonus symptom. I told you I was going to give one implantation thing you might not have heard before. And it actually happens before implantation. So it's kind of like a conception, tip-off, pre-implantation signal, I guess. Some women experience cold symptoms like a stuffy runny nose or a sore throat or a little bit of a cough. Nothing too major and really nothing that you need to take anything for, but definitely noticeable and uncomfortable. And why this happens is because after fertilization, the egg still needs to travel all the way down the fallopian tube and into the uterus. And studies have shown that what the embryo actually does is it communicates with the mother's immune system that it's there and suppresses it, because then otherwise the mother's immune system is going to be like, foreign invader, attack! But the embryo is like, no, wait, I'm a baby, I'm coming. So then the immune system is like, oh, okay, we're chill. We'll let you go. So that's another really interesting symptom you might be experiencing, and I have experienced that twice out of my 5 pregnancies. I got kind of a mini cold in between the times that I probably conceived and the time that I implanted. So that's 9, well, 10, because I gave you that one interesting bonus one. So that's 10 really cool, interesting implantation cues that your body might be giving you, and some of the earliest signs of pregnancy. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you know when I upload new videos every week. See you next time!